This YCN segment is brought to you by New London Hospital, an affiliate of Dartmouth Hitchcock.
Welcome back. YCN Sports Talk. Jeremy Stout, Brett Franklin from 94 ESPN Radio. And Brett, we move along to the Patriots and Julian Edelman getting his appeal heard on Monday. And word was he was mounting a vigorous appeal and challenge, getting some public lawyers, some big-time guys, because he wants to fight this thing for multiple reasons. Does he get it overturned?
I think there is some hope that it can get overturned or at least reduced, but I'm not holding my breath, as we talked about on the radio earlier this week. As a Patriots fan, I don't think you can hold any trust and transparency into the NFL in this process, and I expect the same here. But again, there seems to be a lot of fuzziness, gray area as far as what he actually tested for. Did the sample not come through clean? It wasn't really on a list that was banned. Right. There's a lot of different variables in this, and with that, I mean, you know, innocent until proven guilty, right? And it sounds like the evidence right now is very flimsy, but that doesn't mean anything for the NFL. So I'm hopeful, but I'm not getting my hopes up that it completely gets over.
As we've seen before, the NFL, like you said, against the Patriots, we're not too good on that success rate. On to the field stuff. Obviously, we got a ways until training camp begins. But if the Patriots were to be challenged by one team in the division this year, who is your pick? I'm not holding you to it. I don't think they're going to win the division, any of the three teams. But who is the closest right now?
I mean, I'd say Buffalo, but I mean, their quarterback situation right now is still up in the air. I mean, it looks like it's going to be A.J. McCarron that's going to start. But I don't think, I thought E.J. Manuel, I thought Tyrod Taylor did a pretty good job, all things considered. I mean, for a guy who wasn't wanted in Buffalo, he got him to the playoffs, but I'd put it at Buffalo right now, but the quarterback position really worries me. But I think they could be 9-7.
Yeah, I mean, I could see all three teams winning below 6 or 7 games. But then you're right. Also, Buffalo getting hot. They got a good defense, and maybe getting to that position, maybe challenging.
And they finally have a coach who knows what he's doing. I do like Sean McDermott.
That doesn't hurt. So we'll be talking a lot about that in the coming weeks, the next 6 weeks over July and August before training camp. But lots to go before the NFL season kicks off.
It's time for the Salt Hill Pub Picks of the Week. Salt Hill Pub, honest food, perfect pints, live music, now here to serve you in 5 locations.
All right, here we are with our Salt Hill Pub Picks of the Week, and we're going to pick our all-star team, so we'll alternate positions, and Brett will get to start, and Brett, you will start it off for us.
So the American League is what we're looking at here. We'll go with the starting pitcher, and this is tough for me to really go with. I'm going to go with Luis Severino. I think you look at it, he's having a great season, 2.10 ERA, which I think is the 3rd best in Yankee history at this point in June. I know he's not striking out a ton of guys, but he's really been the key to the Yankees' success so far. So as much as it kills me, and there's a lot of great choices, I'll go with Severino.
Yeah, there were a lot of tough choices this year for a lot of these positions. I'm going to go with the catcher position, and we talked about Sanchez, hasn't been hitting well. He's on the DL. I'm going to go with Wilson Ramos. That was, once again, a tough, but just also with the DL, I'm taking Ramos at catcher.
All right, at first base, I'm going to go with Jose Abreu, Chicago White Sox, maybe for not too much longer that he'll be with Chicago. He's barely been their only bright spot out there in the Windy City, but he deserves the nod.
All right, I'm going to go with the second base. I'll be making that pick, and this one is easy for me. That's Jose Altuve. Although he started to struggle a little bit at the beginning of the year, he's picked it up quite nicely. He's pretty hot. He's the second baseman.
All right, over at third base, I am going to go with Jose Ramirez from Cleveland. He's really been swinging a great bat this year. He's defensively very sound. I think he deserves the nod over at the hot corner.
All right, I am the shortstop pick, and we did just have a discussion about this. I'm going to go with Francisco Lindor. He scores a lot of runs. Him and Machado are similar offensive numbers, but the runs stand out. I'm going to go with Lindor, but you can't go wrong with Machado either.
All right, going in right field, I will go with Mike Trout out of Los Angeles, of course. I mean, he's just been having a great season. He's really the only reason why you watch the Angels at this point, and really why they're just floating above 500. His numbers have been off the charts. Will he ever win a playoff game, though? That's going to be the biggest question, but here he gets the start in right field.
Yeah, and I don't think he gets the playoff game this year. I'm taking the left field position, and I'm going with Mookie Betts, and obviously Trout and Betts playing on the same field for this series. Betts with the upper hand so far, obviously, after the first game. We'll see if Trout can hit his first home run at Fenway Park ever. You got the last outfielder.
Yeah, I'm going to go with Aaron Judge, another Yankee, and of course, the guy's just been a monster at the plate and plays a pretty good outfield as well. But otherwise, he's just a really good player, face of the New York franchise. He'll get the start.
All right, and then DH, and I think that was a pretty easy pick for everybody, and that is one J.D. Martinez from the Boston Red Sox. Obviously having an amazing season, a lot more than anybody could have hoped for or expected coming in that first year in Boston, playing great. So that is our all-star team, so we'll see how we do when the votes are officially announced in a couple weeks. So there it is. Thanks to Brett Franklin for joining us today. You can always catch his radio show 12 to 1 Monday through Friday, 94.5 FM in White River Junction, 94.3 FM in Claremont, and it's here at 12 to 1 is the regular show, and then it replays here at midnight on this station. You can always check out YCNnow.com for our shows as well. Thanks for watching.